Story 1. The Stream. I found a stream on a deep website with only 17 viewers. No username, no title, just Live Feed 04. The room looked familiar. White bed sheets, a desk in the corner. Then the chat said, "Move the pillow." And it did. That's when I realized it was my room. I've always been curious about the deep web. Not the dark illegal stuff. I just wanted to see what was really out there beyond the surface internet. One night, I was browsing hidden directories, random .onion links, until I found a site that looked like some old live stream platform. No design, just black background, green text. Each link said things like Feed 01, Feed 02, all the way up to Feed 09. I clicked Feed 04. The stream took a second to load. Then I saw a bedroom. Blurry camera, cheap lighting, probably a webcam. It looked like any small apartment. Clothes on the chair, laptop on the desk, bed unmade. At first I assumed it was old footage. Maybe some security cam leak. But the chat was active. People typing things like, "Turn light on." "Look at the camera." "Sit down." And the person in the room did. They obeyed every single command. That's when it clicked. I wasn't watching a recording. This was live. The comments got weirder. "Do you think he knows we're watching? He's too calm. Tell him to check under the bed." Then one comment stood out. "Ask him to move the pillow." The person on screen paused, then slowly moved the pillow aside. And that's when my stomach dropped. The pattern on the bed sheets, the lamp, the poster half out of frame. It was identical to my room. At first I thought it was coincidence. Maybe some random room that looked like mine. But then the camera shifted slightly, and I saw the exact coffee mug on my desk. The one with the chipped handle I got from my ex. I froze. Someone in the chat typed, "He's realizing." The figure in the stream tilted their head slightly, almost like they heard something. And then the camera started to pan, slowly, toward the door. The chat went wild. "He's coming back. Don't move. Stay quiet." I shut the tab instantly. My hands were shaking as I unplugged my webcam and taped over it. I even checked behind my monitor. Nothing. After about 10 minutes, I convinced myself it was fake. Probably some AI-generated stream or a hoax feed synced to random chats. Then my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "You shouldn't have closed it." My throat went dry. I didn't reply. Another text came in. This time, a link. I hesitated but tapped it anyway. It opened the same site, same dark background, same list of feeds. Only one was active now. Feed 05. I clicked it. It was my living room. The camera was angled toward the hallway, and at the very bottom of the frame, I saw a shadow move. The chat was dead silent for a moment. Then one message appeared. "Don't look behind you." I threw my phone and bolted out of the apartment. Stayed at a friend's place for the night. When I went back the next morning, everything looked untouched, except for my webcam. The tape I'd put over it was gone, and on my desk, there was a sticky note. Just 3 words, written in small, shaky handwriting. "Smile for us." Story 2. The Job Listing. It started on a Sunday night. I'd been scrolling through freelancing sites looking for small gigs, anything to make extra cash. One listing caught my eye. Remote video annotation, 10 cents per clip, work anytime. It had dozens of 5-star reviews. People wrote things like, Easy work, fast pay, no ID verification. That last one should have made me suspicious, but at the time it just sounded convenient. After signing up, I got an email. Welcome to the Sentinel Data Project. Please review and label provided footage accurately. Payment processed daily. There was a portal link and a login code. The website looked professional. White interface, blue progress bars, clean typography. Each video thumbnail was labeled Clip 001, Clip 002, and so on. The instructions were simple. Identify the number of people. Note the time of day. Choose a setting, indoor, outdoor, or vehicle. Easy enough. The first few clips looked like standard security footage. Parking lots, metro stations, offices. Faces blurred. Nothing weird. But about 30 clips in, I noticed the timestamps. They all said captured X minutes ago. The number changed each time I reloaded the page, dropping closer to 0. I thought it was just a software bug, until one clip showed a man in a gas station. Through the window behind him, a TV displayed the local news. The ticker said, "Breaking, flash flood warning issued for this evening." That same alert had popped up on my phone less than 10 minutes earlier. My stomach tightened. These weren't old recordings. They were live. I told myself maybe the company had legal access to real-time surveillance for AI training. Still shady, but not necessarily illegal. I kept going. Clip 215, a woman cooking in her kitchen. Clip 216, a playground at night. Clip 217, an empty hallway. Then, clip 218. The view was from a webcam. A small desk, coffee mug, 2 monitors. I leaned forward, squinting. It was my setup. Same mug with the chipped handle. Same crooked lamp. Even the faint poster reflection in the monitor glass. Identical. I sat back fast, my pulse jumping. I hadn't given any camera permissions. My webcam light wasn't on. Before I could process it, a pop-up appeared at the top of the screen. Clip 219 loading. It autoplayed. This time the view was angled slightly different, from the left side of my desk. I could see myself, sitting right there, staring at the screen. I slammed the laptop shut so hard the sound echoed. I just sat there, heart hammering. It had to be fake. Some kind of deep fake or prank. Maybe the portal glitched and mirrored my webcam by accident. I unplugged everything, camera, mic, router. Then I checked the room for hidden devices. Nothing. 5 minutes later, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Please finish your assigned tasks. I froze. I hadn't given my number anywhere on that site. Another message came through. We noticed you paused at clip 218. My breathing got shallow. I opened the email thread from earlier. The Sentinel Data Project. It was gone. Deleted from my inbox. Then the portal link stopped working. It just displayed account locked, pending review. I turned off the lights, sat there in the dark for a while, trying to calm down. Eventually, I convinced myself it was some scammy data farm, nothing more. The next morning, I opened my laptop again. Everything looked normal until I noticed a new folder on the desktop. It wasn't there before. Review completed files. Inside were 6 videos, all labeled with timestamps from last night. The thumbnails were still frames of me, sitting at my desk, unplugging the webcam, looking scared. I deleted the folder immediately, or at least I thought I did. A few seconds later, a system notification popped up. File restored from cloud backup. My skin went cold. I turned off Wi-Fi, ran a virus scan. Nothing found. That night, I got another text. "You left your lights on." I didn't reply. An hour later, another message. "Don't worry." We turned them off. I ran to my living room. The lights were off. I hadn't touched the switch. That was 2 weeks ago. Since then, my laptop hasn't connected to any network, and I leave my phone powered down most nights. But sometimes, around 3 a.m., I'll wake up to a faint blue glow coming from the desk, like the screen's been on. I checked once, just to be sure. The display showed a white background with a single sentence in black text. Task resumed. Please continue labeling. I pulled the plug from the wall. The screen stayed on for another 5 seconds before it finally went dark. Story 3. The order history. I wasn't even trying to find anything strange. I just wanted to track a package, a pair of headphones I'd ordered last week. But when the site glitched and a hidden tab appeared called Deep Orders, I clicked it. The first thing I saw was a list of everything I'd ever bought. And the final line said, "Body disposal. Confirm delivery tomorrow." I buy too much stuff online. I check tracking numbers like it makes the delivery come faster. When my usual store went down for maintenance, I got an email from TrackNet Logistics saying they'd taken over my orders. Same branding, same colors. Looked real enough. I clicked the link. It opened a dashboard showing every delivery I'd ever made. Neat columns, order IDs, dates. At the bottom of the page was a little toggle that said, Developer Mode. I don't know why I clicked it. Curiosity, maybe. The page flickered and a new tab appeared. Deep Orders. It showed every single thing I'd ever bought, stretching back years. Socks, snacks, shampoo, everything. Each had a status: delivered, processing, or canceled. Then I saw the bottom line. Item, body disposal. Price, status, scheduled fulfillment, pending authorization, delivery. Tomorrow. At first I thought it was a dark joke, maybe a hacker or some programmer testing a fake entry. But when I clicked the line, a box popped up. Service type, on-site. Address, my actual address. Recipient, my name. I closed the page. A few minutes later, I got a text from an unknown number. Please confirm your order. I didn't answer. Then another one. Your confirmation is required for timely fulfillment. I tried going back to the real shopping site. Everything looked normal. My past orders were still there, except the newest one. It had no details at all. Just a blank space where the product name should be. And every other item now had an extra column called Tracking Access. Most said authorized. The blank one said restricted. The next morning, a white delivery van pulled up outside. No logo, no driver uniform. It just idled for a minute, then drove off. When I checked the site again, the body disposal order now read, Attempted delivery, recipient unavailable. I tried emailing support. The message bounced back. The contact page said, Ticket already open for this account. That night, I heard footsteps on the gravel outside. When I looked through the blinds, the motion light flickered, on, off, on again. But there was no one there. At midnight, I couldn't resist checking the page again. It had updated. Rescheduling delivery. New time, 2 o'clock. My stomach turned. I sat in the dark, watching the minutes crawl by. At 1:59, my phone buzzed. Delivery confirmed. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. Then another text arrived. Thank you for choosing TrackNet Logistics. We value your trust. I stayed awake until morning, gripping a kitchen knife, waiting for someone to knock. When I finally opened the door, there was a small brown box sitting on the mat. No return address, no label. Just a white sticker that said, "Canceled order, do not reopen." I threw it straight into the trash and duct taped the lid shut. That was 3 weeks ago. I haven't ordered anything online since. But every few nights, I still get an email notification. No sender, no subject, just an attachment. The file name is always the same. Order history, updated.zip.